Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Shri Ram, 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 Jai Ram, Jai Jai Shri
Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram.
Shri
Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram.
Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Om Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Om Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Om Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Om Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Om Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Hari Om to everybody.
Hari Om, Pranam Swami.
Pranam Pranam.
Hari Om, Swamiji.
Hari Om, Hari Om, Hari Om. Reverence to relevance. Gita touching daily life. Chapter number 2, as we shared yesterday, we were prompted to explore more than 17 shlokas in this, which gave us ultimately 35 examples. So, second chapter, Sankhya Yoga. It broadly contains immortality and indivisibility of the self, perishability of the body, stay even-minded in all situations, acting without expecting the fruits of action, self-control, equanimity of mind, and efficiency in action. Broadly speaking, it covers this. Immortality and indivisibility of the self, Atman, perishability of the body, even-mindedness in all situations, acting without expecting the fruit of action, self-control, equanimity of mind, and efficiency in action. The Bhagavad Gita is set on a battlefield, symbolizing the constant inner conflicts of the human mind. Arjuna's struggle between duty and attachment mirrors our own battles with responsibilities, desires, and values. The Gita's dialogue is less about war, more about resolving these internal dilemmas. If you go through the 700 slokas, it becomes very clear. This dialogue is less about war, more about resolving these internal dilemmas, choosing higher principles over personal attachment, finding clarity amid confusion. The Gita teaches us that life's greatest lessons arise in times of turmoil, guiding us to reflect deeply, uncover root causes of our struggles, and act wisely. Like, like treating a headache by addressing its source, we diagnose, whether it is due to eye problem, tummy problem, sinus problem. It could be anything. Outwardly, it expresses as headache. Similarly, like treating a headache by addressing its true source, the Gita encourages us to look beyond symptoms to underlying issues. Its wisdom is adaptable, offering different solutions for different situations, making it timeless and personally relevant. Lord Krishna's message, ultimate message is to transcend the narrow sense of self and connect with the universal consciousness. When we do this, our problems lose their overwhelming weight. The Gita's virtues, mindfulness, compassion, humility, are practical habits that prepare us for life's challenges, not just remedies in crisis. This booklet connects relatable life incidents to specific Gita slokas in chapter number 2, showing how its insights can reshape our perspectives and response. These slokas teach us that wisdom lies in recognizing the impermanence of the physical while remaining anchored in the unchanging reality of the self. Through refinement, we learn to act with purpose, free from attachment to results. In this way, Gita becomes a living guide, moving from mere reverence to real life relevance, transforming itself from something on the shelf to something within the self. Now, the topics. We have covered it, but again we are repeating it so that it gets stamped in our heart. So each sloga gives us a caption. Slogan number 7, transformation. The Chambal Valley was once notorious for its ruthless dacoits who ruled the region with violence and fear. Despite relentless efforts by law enforcement, these outlaws remained unyielding. They are unknown to them. Unbeknown to them. Their path of aggression brought neither peace of mind nor freedom from fear, only deeper entanglement in unrest and uncertainty. It was in this turbulent backdrop that Acharya Vinoba Bhave, a devoted disciple of Mahatma Gandhi and an apostle of nonviolence, took a bold and compassionate step. Rather than confront the dacoits with force, he reached out to their hearts, seeking to awaken the dormant goodness in them. With unwavering faith in Atma Bala, the strength of the soul, Vinobaji began a movement to transform rather than punish. In a historic moment in May 1960, deeply moved by his message of love, repentance, and transformation, a group of dacoits voluntarily surrendered their weapons to him. This act marked not merely a surrender of arms, but a surrender of ego and a turning inward, a step toward redefined life. Like Arjuna, who stood helpless and overwhelmed on the battlefield of Kurukshetra, these dacoits too were caught in the crossfire of doubt and despair. Their surrender to Vinobaji mirrored Arjuna's heartfelt plea to Lord Krishna in the Bhagavad Gita, chapter number 2, shloka number 7, Karpanya dosha mahada swabhava, Prichvamitvam dharmasam mooda cheta, यच्चेयस्यान् निश्चितं ब्रूहि तन्मे शिष्यस्ते अहं शादिमां त्वां प्रपन्नम्. My very nature is overcome by faint-heartedness and confusion about my duty. I ask you what is truly good for me. I am your disciple. I surrender to you. Please guide me. Exactly, you know. We still remember the photographs in the paper at that time. This surrender was not weakness, it was the dawn of inner strength. Following this turning point, with the support of Vinobaji and the Chambal Wali Peace Committee, the reformed dacoits willingly accepted legal consequences and began a journey towards social reintegration. Their transformation remains a profound example of how ahimsa, nonviolence, and atmabala can reform even the hardest of hearts. It stands as a living commentary on the Gita's message. Real strength lies in self-surrender, inner clarity, and the courage to change one's course towards Shreyas, the higher good. So this is how the Gita enters into us, you know. Arjuna was caught in this dilemma, so he surrenders to Krishna. Shishyasteham shadimam tam pravannam. I don't know what is truly good for me. Karpanya dosha magada svabhava prichvamitvam dharmasam mooda jeta yacheyasya nishchidam bruhidan me shishyasteham shadimam tam prapannam. So now, this is how, you know, day for yesterday we have been requesting, kindly bring out. Yesterday night, when we had touched 33, the thought came we should have 35 at about 9 o'clock. And then we took out this book, Malayalam Gita, because we don't know Sanskrit. We may have learned some slokas, that's all. So we have always a Malayalam Bhagavad Gita. And we were just going through. Second chapter again. And in this Karpanya dosha mahada svabhava, when we stopped, read the meaning once or twice or twice, leave the sloga there, try to understand my helplessness, and I am seeking the help of somebody whom I revere. Oh, immediately, you know, he says, go to Vinobaji, you know. And in 1960, what happened? Then the whole thing we have read. Even when we went to his ashram in Pavanar.
No, every day she's not coughing. Only today.
So that is how this was integrated. One more we got it later. So 33 plus 2, 35. So now just think, the process also we should learn, no, not merely hearing. So kindly try to go through the Bhagavad Gita book. On a particular chapter you concentrate. You try to go through it. Somewhere you will get stuck. You will get the inner prompting. Please help me. As a fervent prayer. And then pause for a moment. Try to parade before you some incident that almost tallies. Then again go through again and again and again. Then you get clear picture. So that is how we start. It is named as transformation. So each episode has been given a caption. Why, Because immediately we write the transformation. Oh, slogan number 7. Suppose we read 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 times, it gets imprinted. 7th shloka stands for transformation. Shishyasteham shadimam tam prapanam. In first chapter, he was narrating, he was justifying that why he should not fight. And he put the Gandiva and decided not to fight. That was his state of mind. And then after Krishna gave 2 lectures, and suddenly he started reflecting. And then finally, he did not know the answer. So he said, you tell me now. My mind is confused. This is the, we need not stay with the 6,000 years ago. We come down here and try to understand. Because these dacoits were pining for such a thing. But they did not know the moment they come out, they will be arrested. And their children cannot go to the ordinary school. And even during, we had passed through that area in 71 in a car. It was an all India tour. So the police warned us. It was about 5:30, 6 o'clock in the evening, 5:30. He said, don't go now. It's not a safe place. We told them, you permit us. If you permit us, we will go. It's left to you. And we had a trial. Nothing happened. So they say as we go, they will block the vehicle. Pedestrians will not go, normally vehicle. And then they will take away whatever you have. Suppose we resist, they will shoot. It has been going on. And they were all living underground. Always, So somebody, when the message was conveyed to them, that how long are you going to do these things? If you want to buy something, you cannot go openly and buy. You will be arrested. So stealthily again, it have to, so many things. So this tension was building up in their mind, but they did not know what to do. So when Vinobaji was, during his Bhutan moment, when he was going the Padayatra, he specifically halted there. Pambalwel. And then they started coming. Then he addressed them. Their photo is there. You must see all their guns and everything, rifles, everything. They placed before him. And he said, I cannot guarantee that the government will pardon you. The law will take its own course. But I will try to impress upon them that you were by force, by force of circumstances you were able to do. So some leniency will be there. They were prepared. Then Vinobaji said, we remember this. Vinobaji said, even if you get punished, you are saving your younger generation from this insecurity, fear, anxiety. They will become one with the stream of main life. And they were convinced. So transformation. So this is how we mean transformation. Transformation in Arjuna, transformation in an ordinary. Then suppose you get that you would have come across with many such things. You yourself would have got transformed by seeing a person, by going up. That you immediately you can do. Next comes perseverance. Yesterday we have read. That is that the marine engineer, first he lost in his interview because he got disconnected with the system for some time, so he was not able to answer properly in the interview. But he did not get dispirited, dejected. He took up a reorientation course, equipped himself, appeared for the interview, got selected. So the slogan, Ashochyan anvashochastum prajnavasamscha bhashase gadasun agadan sumscha nanu shochanti panditaha. You grieve for those you should not be grieved for. Yet you speak words of wisdom. The wise grieve neither for the living nor for the dead. So in his case, he, actually, he did not justify, he did not blame anybody. So the wise grieve neither for the living nor for the dead. I have been prompted, I will do that, that's all. He was in such a state. So when we face setbacks, true insight lies in seeing beyond the immediate disappointment, recognizing that life's flow is not meant to be obstructed by a single failure or loss. Perseverance is the key that transforms setbacks into stepping stones. By steadfastly continuing despite difficulties, we cultivate resilience and deepen our understanding that no single obstacle can define our journey. Recognizing that life's momentum is greater than any individual failure empowers us to keep moving with determination and hope. So perseverance. The sloga you will not get the direct. You may get, you may not get direct. But you have to ponder over. One line in that sloga, meaning, will definitely echo this. And if this boy, he did not blame anybody. He did not curse himself. He did not get dispirited. He came and told us, he went all the way to Bombay, and then came back. I couldn't do it because I was not in touch with the subject for a long time. Okay, carry on. Whatever seva you are doing. After 2 or 2 days, he came back. I will go for some refresher course because I am not in touch. Went there, joined, completed, got the job. So these are all related to life experience. The next one is inclusiveness. The father and the husband, wife, and child, their father, husband's father, they were having breakfast. He was having Parkinson's disease, father. Somehow the coffee got spilled, and neatly pressed shirt. Okay, few drops to spill onto the son's neatly pressed shirt. So the wife immediately said, "It's high time we put him in the." It is not that she does not love him. When both of them go out, nobody is there also. So they have been telling, if something happens, who will look after? So this was at that time suddenly she remembered and said, it's high time we go. So next day, next Sunday, they went to see a nearby, well-maintained old age home. And this boy also got in. And when they saw everything, they were satisfied. So this boy was also marking the route, everything. So he said, why? Then he said, when you become old, we have to put you there, no? Till such time, parents have never thought that they will also pass through. So here the sloga is 13. Dehinosmin yatha dehe kaumaram yauvanam jara tatha dehandara praptihi dhiras tatra namukhyati. Just as the soul passes through childhood, youth and old age in this body, so too it moves on after death. The wise are not deluded by this. Until such time they were not aware, though they had passed through this, childhood and youth. So this reminded them. When he said, that means this old age also will come to me. When the mind, what the mind resisted, a child's heart revealed. Old age is not an error to be corrected, but a stage to be respected and included. The Gita once again had spoken through the voice of innocence, reminding us that true wisdom lies in embracing every phase of life with inclusiveness, honoring the dignity and value each generation brings. The old people also should not belittle the importance of the youth. Youth also should not do likewise. So we have covered, this is the third. So first was transformation, second was perseverance, and this one is inclusiveness. Seventh stanza.
Swamiji,
Ah,
please tell me that perseverance shloka and once again, please.
perseverance.
Yes.
Amit. Interview.
I'm writing down every day, Swamiji.
ठीक है
Understood.
11 अशोच 11 अशोच्यान अन्वशोचस्त्वं प्रज्ञावादांश्च भाषसे गदासु नगदांसुश्च नानुशोचन्ति पंडिताः. So when we face setbacks, this is how Gita is teaching us. You don't copy paste, you do reflect, you take the essence from that, apply it to your today's problem. That problem 6,000 years ago may not be the same thing now. If you are trying to read it through that, it becomes academic. You will get knowledge, that's all. You will be able to reproduce bus. But the second one, it becomes a manual for her. The next one, inclusiveness. Transformation, persistence, perseverance, inclusiveness. Think. Everything, when Papa says Bhagavad Gita is addressed to the man on the field, family life, professional life, social life. He is either in these, or in all these in a day. And everywhere the challenges are different. So we seek something, to empower us, to efficiently handle. This should be our mindset. Gita study will be successful only if we have this mindset. So these three now, transformation, perseverance, inclusiveness. These are not tall philosophies. Next one is transient. Slogan number 14. Here you might be remembering a devotee's nephew studying in his village was constantly pressured by his alcoholic father to handle all the household chores, sweeping, washing, milking cows, buying vegetables, bringing rations. Overwhelmed and exhausted by this harsh treatment, the boy finally ran away to his uncle's house, seeking relief from his father's torment. His uncle, wanting to help him continue to education, tried to get his transfer certificate from the village school. However, the boy's father, with the help of a government officer, created obstacles and prevented the school from issuing the TC. As a result, the boy lost a whole year, unable to enroll elsewhere. Despite the setback, his uncle and other relatives encouraged him to return home, endure his father's behavior for a while longer, focus on completing his education. Taking their advice, the boy went back, determined to leave the past behind, managed both his domestic responsibilities and his studies, eventually passing with excellent marks, Later, he moved to Bombay and built a successful life for himself. Just as the Gita teaches from second chapter number 2, sloka number 14, Matra sparshastu kaunteya shitoshna sugadukala agama payino nitya tam stitishasva bharata. O son of Kunti, the contact between the sense and the sense objects gives rise to fleeting perceptions of happiness and distress. Senses means sense organs, Through 5 sense organs, we perceive the world. And each one, when we perceive, either we say we are happy, not happy, favorable, not favorable, comfortable, not comfortable, good or bad. That's what he says. The contact between the sense and the sense object gives rise to fleeting perceptions of happiness and distress. They are temporary. Coming and going. Agama payino nitya. So they are temporary, coming and going like winter and summer. One must learn to tolerate them without being disturbed. Now you see the boy's struggle. When he took it, it's alright, part of the show. Had the boy allowed his worries and hardships to overwhelm him, he might have lost his way. This story reminds us that life's joys and sorrows are transient, temporary, ephemeral. We must not get stuck in them, but should persevere and move forward. So transient. Anybody can interpret it in any way. This is how the prompting came. So that we remember, we suppose it's a long caption, we may not be able to remember. But this one, crisp. Transformation, perseverance, inclusiveness, and now transient. Then we move to sloka number 14. Same thing, Same sloka. One more example. Papa's own. He was traveling to Mameshwaram. The ticket collector asked him to get down before 6 miles. And the Sadhu Ram complained. Papa took it. He says, you will come and go, no? Only 6 miles we have to. Same thing, optimism. So we are here, optimism, not pessimistic. Oh, it has happened. He wants us to walk. And he even said that has not been mentioned here. It would have become stiff now. We have been sitting. So it needs some blood circulation. So that is why. So that is optimism. Transformation, perseverance, inclusiveness, transience, optimism. 7, 11, 14, 7, 11, 14, 14. So, 13, 14. 7, 11, 13, 14. 14, one more. Invariant. Invariant means, it is eternal. There is no variation. Let us see. Krishna. Krishnan, suppose we call him Krishna, but Krishnan. Krishnan, a visionary businessman, once acquired a barren stretch of land on the outskirts of the city. With unwavering determination, he envisioned transforming this desolate plot into a thriving hub of industry. Inviting a close friend to the site, Krishnan passionately shared his grand plans to erect a state-of-the-art factory dedicated to manufacturing protective seals, the very shields that safeguard the purity of countless products. Years rolled by. Marked by a relentless effort and meticulous planning, the once empty expanse blossomed into a magnificent industrial complex, humming with activity. When the factory was finally complete and production commenced, Krishnan once again brought his friend to witness the fruits of his labor. This time his conversation revolved entirely around the impressive buildings, the advanced machinery, the bustling departments. Every detail of the factory's operation was proudly highlighted, yet not a single word was uttered about the land beneath all. First time when we went, he was talking about the land. This time, not a word about land. Seeing this omission, the friend gently posed a question. Krishnan, you speak so eloquently about the factory, but what about the land on which it stands? Krishnan paused, momentarily at a loss for words. The realization dawned, whether acknowledged or not, the land remained the foundation of everything. Even if the factory were to cease operations or be demolished, the land would persist, unchanged, indestructible. If the business were sold, the land would still endure, its existence unaffected by the fate of the structure above. Now, this simple truth mirrors a profound spiritual message found in Bhagavad Gita, chapter number 2, sloka number 17. Avinashitu tadvidhi, yena sarvamidam tatam, vinasham avyayasyasya, na kaschit kartrum arhati. That which pervades the entire body, know it to be indestructible. No one can cause the destruction of the imperishable soul. Typical. This morning we got it. So it is possible. It gives us the assurance. Just start, go through that, pause, parade, connect, think, reflect. Just as the land remains invariant, serving as the silent foundation for all that is built upon it, so too does the soul pervade and sustain our existence, imperishable, untouched by change or destruction. The story of Krishnan's factory is a powerful reminder. While we may become absorbed in the visible achievements of life, we must not forget the enduring essence that underlines them all. We remember, when Swami Chinmayanji went for the first time when he was confronted to United States and confronted by a group of scientists, and when they took him to task, that you people are discouraging youngsters to come forward and do something productive to the land under the name of spirituality. You make them retire from active life, productive life, creative life to a dormant life. Therefore, they are honest. That is why your country is poor. But you are enjoying everything which material science has given you. And the presentation was such, not for me an argument. They meant it, and it was all truth and truth. So Swamiji paused for a while, and then he said, I have a couple of doubts. If you can clear me, I will cross over to your camp. And in that he said, for anything, any discovery, invention, innovation, first you need a person, to discover, to invent, to innovate. What is that person? First a person should be there to bring it out. You are talking everything about other than the person. Other than the person is also needed. You have misunderstood. India is not discouraging. But people would have got misunderstood. In their early life, productive life, they would have been fired with some enthusiasm and they may retire. But none of our Shastras say so. So the person is required, and the person in him, the spirit, stays. Whether childhood, youth, middle age, youth, the person stays. And it is he who is delivering this to everybody. So that's why we remember this. Avinashitu sattadvidhi. Yena sarvamidam tatam. Vinasham avyayasyasya na kaschit kartrum arhati. Nobody can destroy also. Is it? So, this is called invariant. This word may not be quite familiar, but today morning, that is how we wanted one word. So, they helped us. Invariant. When we checked up with Google Baba, he said, permanent, not varying, not varying. So, starting from?
Perseverance, inclusiveness.
No, starting from?
Transformation.
Transformation, perseverance, inclusiveness, eh? Transient, optimism, invariant. Now come 27, grief.
Swamiji,
Ah,
you started with surrender, 2.7.
Surrender it seems. Transformation.
No, transformation.
No, surrender is transformation. Chambal Valley, they transform themselves by surrendering.
Okay.
see now the reaction. First, immediately no, then yes. That is called reflection. So we suppose one try to remember again and again and again. No. Suppose I think now we feel that if we try to go through the caption, it might click. Suppose every day we try 2 or 3 or 5. No. Caption, sloga, caption, sloga, caption. Try. Gita study is not for hearing, na? At least now we remember the caption, no? The whole story we may not remember.
Swamiji, especially because we are taking the same chapter, it will be easy for me to revise.
Correct.
I go through the book again and again go through all these things.
Correct. Repeatedly we have to read. You are perfectly right. Repeated action only leave a dent. Otherwise you will just hear and go. So that is why the same thing is being read again and again. Because the second chapter we are concentrating now. Previously we were going to all chapters.
Only then it becomes from shelf to self, Swamiji.
Correct. And we were stunned. 35 examples. So that means if we plumb deep, so many will come. Even from one sloga can give you 2 types of approach. We were thinking it will have the same meaning. No. Different perspective. This is the net gain of Gita study. Because we are not here to give a lecture on Gita. Whether it will be impressive to the audience, that will be the main. Here we are not worried about all those things. We are concerned about how to understand Gita. So bring so many dimensions. Not worried about how somebody thinks about it.
Both are same.
Technical வேணுமா? எதில் வந்தது? First was Karpanya dosham, Shishyasteyaham. Then came Ashocha and Nanushocanti Panditaha. Then people will not bother about either the dead or the living. So they are rooted in that now. Ashocha and Anvashochastam. Yet in this way also it can be done. But let us try to connect it. Here we should not slip into this, word meaning. Then we again unknowingly we will be drawn to the academic side. It might help, but it will be some. That is why the moment we read, our habit has been to read, to hear, and then it gets stuck there. We have never bothered to link it with an ordinary example, life experience. So we should be alert. This is now proved that even a person who does not know Sanskrit, who has not learned, with his own interpretation in local language which is known to him, he can see that how he enters into Gita or Gita enters into him. That is more important. The other one also might help, no doubt. Not that academic knowledge will have no role. It has some role, no doubt. But here we are primarily interested in improving our life pattern. That is our home. The life pattern, our mindset, our quality of life, our approach to life. So when we bring out this caption one by one, perseverance. First one was transformation. That is why it so happened, not that we planned. Transformation is what is needed for us, From crudity to excellence. Transformation only. From a raw material to a finished product. Transformation. From a raw student to an able educationist. Transformation. From depression to an evolved state. Transformation. From childhood to youth. Transformation. Think. That is how we start. Now, Gita, unknowingly and unwittingly, we have never thought about that as angle at all. But now that when you say that, we remember, he wanted us to start with the idea how to transform my life. I'm giving you an example, but your aim is to transform your life from the perishable to the imperishable, from the temporal to the permanent, from the eternal, ephemeral to eternal. This is what Gita wants to do. So transformation. And the next is? Perseverance. For transformation, we should have perseverant effort.
Next is inclusiveness. Next is
Right.
Before I forget, I want to forget.
So to transformation will not just come because if we hear something, unless we persevere. And next comes inclusiveness. The first lesson we get is take everybody to us as much as possible. Transformation and perseverance will lead us to this inclusiveness. And next one? At the same time, something will come and go. We should not get depressed. It's a process. So there is likely it might come and go, but it's all. Be sure it is transient. Agama paino nityam. Then always have this optimistic approach. Optimism. Papa's, 3 dimensions you remember? What is the first one? Fixed resolve. Sustained faith. Optimistic outlook. These are the 3 things which Papa said for a sadhaka, for a person in any field. First, you should have a fixed resolve. Second is sustained faith. Third one is optimism. When you are on the job, you are likely to get so many things, but be always optimistic. That is the one which gives you the fuel.
Optimism, which sloka, Swamiji?
Papas. In the sloga number 17. Papas is not the sloga. Sloga is 17. 14, huh? 14. Sorry. 14. Okay. And then invariant. Again, we are reminded that which stays with us. in 17. So how many shlokas now we covered?
6.
Huh?
6. Oh, I think the shloka, some shloka repeating, no?
For invariant, even shloka 20, chapter 8 can fit.
No, I will put number. I will not put number. That will help us.
One shloka is repeating.
That is okay. That is okay. So here we will put one.
Swamiji,
Ah.
now you should conduct a workshop for us.
Swamiji, this is nice, like match the following.
Recollect memory.
We will come studying it, Swamiji. We will come studying it.
I don't have a stick. 3. I must also have a blackboard and a stick.
Swamiji,
Uh,
the example of the blackboard for shloka 20, chapter 8 also fits
it
for
comes.
invariant.
It comes in my mind. Even a blackboard comes here. Anshi.
Swamiji, can we infer,
Or
without referring to all these stages, the world is moving like this one? Is it not?
it will.
It is.
The only thing is to help us,
Help us.
That's
Yeah,
all.
Exactly.
Without, I tell you, I must have repeated it 100 times, but still, now you ask. One day we were sitting, Puja Swamiji was sitting in the sofa here. I came here some job, some discussion. So one elderly man, he said, "Can I come?" We immediately went and opened. Yes, you can come. He came and sat here. Then in Malayalam he said, in his innocent way, "I don't know Shastras. I don't know anything about the spiritual disciplines. But I want to become that.
I want to become?
Become that." Swamiji heard. Immediately he said, 75% of the problem is over.
Wonderful answer.
I was there. 75%, because all these things we slowed, He has got fresh. So he said 75% of the problem. Under the banner of solving the problem, but we are now a stage has come. Without this, we will not reach, because we have stuffed with so much. In his case, he was free. He was life before him. The life was the lesson for him. From there, he knew that something else to be attained. We doesn't know. I don't know Sanskrit. I don't know words. Somebody must have told him in Lananda Ashram it is unconventional, non-traditional. They only chant the name of God. So he thought they will be able to understand. Then Swamiji slowly explained that what you want to achieve, whose name we are chanting, to remember him. So if we try to remember him constantly, our master, this is what he said, our master is assured that he will take us from stage to stage. Whatever needed at that particular stage, he will provide. And we gave him a couple of books, Prasad, satisfied. So as you said, not that we should go through all these things, but
world is passing through these stages.
but we should know for our speedy spiritual progress, who have been conditioned by so many things in the mind. Because our intellect will pose a lot of questions. It will not accept every situation as they are. If we are in a position to accept every situation as they are, we don't need any of these things. Because we have trained our mind to label it, good, bad, this, that, favorable, unfavorable, we would like to get over that and get stabilized in all positive things. So that is why this method. So this method will help you for those who are innocent, simple. They don't need, not only need, they don't need even Nama Japa.
Yeah. Because they are innocent.
One more anecdote we remember in Wayanad. He hails from the SC/ST category, unlettered, not gone to school. He was working in Swamiji's Purvashram uncle's estate, Bolukkan. So he used to come there. He will not ask anything. Whatever he does from morning till evening, it will be perfect. He will have a limited food. And one fine morning he will say, I am going. He will not ask anything. Then for 2 or 3 months he will not be there. Again one morning he will come back, stay for some days, then go back. Then at the time of going last, we were told by the auntie there. Then he said, ഇനി കാണാൻ പറ്റുമോ അറിയില്ല. Whether we will be able to see again, we don't know. Then he did like that and then went. They all remember him because he was a highly spiritually evolved person without any of these prefix and suffix. That became clear only when Papa said, when you go to him in the spiritual nakedness of the soul, that particular revelation came to us. When you undress yourself, as you came, in your mind you have put so many things. So now your sadhana is to remove this. That's all. Sadhana is to remove what you have put on yourself. Sadhana is not something gaining in you. Sadhana is tough job to remove what you have already put. In his case, he did not put much. So it was easy for him.
There was no need for him also.
And need, yeah. I think this we covered about 6, huh? Huh?
6
Five.
episodes,
We-
5 slokas.
6 episodes, 5 slokas. Okay. Now kindly again, no, chant like Ramnam. Starting with transformation, perseverance, inclusiveness, transient, optimism, invariant. Today we can give 100 by 100. Tomorrow it may be 0 by 100. But today it is 100 by 100. Everybody remembers now. And you just start pondering over this, okay? Those who have taken note, it will help you. Related to our daily life. How did we behave?
Yes, Swamiji.
How did we behave when we came across with so many experiences which God gave us? Any of these 7, 5 or 6, whether it has helped us? If not, then when we keep on associating with these thoughts, the mind is slowly educated, tutored, trained to approach with this bhavana. Okay? Tomorrow is? Friday. No. More about it tomorrow. Hari Om. Om Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Om Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Om. Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Om. Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Om. Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Om Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram. Hari Om to everybody. Pranam.
Pranam, Swamiji.
Pranam.
Namaskaram, Swamiji.
Namaskaram.
Pranam, Swamiji.
Pranam, pranam. Yes, Hari Om.
Swamiji, that Pambara